What is up, everybody? To my verse here today, and a long time no see. Probably haven't seen a video from this channel for a while because the gaming news have been so uninteresting and just so boring in general. It's just like these topics are just so uninteresting to me, in all honesty. So we had the most recent news we were talking about is that Sony let go like 8% of their workforce, so they let go like 900 employees. Then EA let go like 600 or something as well too. Where is that at with the EA story? They let go 670 workers, roughly 5%. So, I mean, I'm just so desensitized at this point. Like, I don't really care anymore. It's like the game industry is just not sustainable. It's just crazy how they can make these crazy high numbers with these game sales, but they still gotta let people go. Like, I don't know how this is sustainable at this point with these big AAA games. And apparently EA is no longer going to do licensed games as well. So those Star Wars games, the Star Wars game I believe got canceled, those licensed Star Wars games are a no-go. PlayStation, I think they canceled the Twisted Metal Live Service game, which actually sounds pretty interesting. That sounded kind of interesting to me, but apparently that's a no-go. They canceled that one. So it's just getting so just disgusting at this point. I keep seeing a story of layoff after layoff. These different companies just laying people off at this point. It's just like, why? I was like, I really want to make a video just talking about this just by itself. I don't care anymore. I just really don't care. Then what else? What else happened that I missed while I took this little break? Oh, Toys for Bob. Apparently, they want to go independent from Activision and Xbox. They want to do their own thing. No longer be forced to the shackle to making Call of Duty games. But apparently, Microsoft's still going to own the Spyro and Crash Bandicoot IPs. They're still going to have a relationship with Microsoft, apparently. So, I don't know what this means. They get to make separate games outside of these games. Are they still going to work on Crash Bandicoot and Spyro games in the future? Who knows? So, I think they still don't have a good relationship with Microsoft, but they just want to do their own thing. People are freaking out about this, saying this is a big L for Microsoft. I was like, at this point, I don't really care. The game industry is not looking good right now, in all honesty. People are going to lay it off. The biggest game that's being talked about right now is Final Fantasy Rebirth Part 2. It's like, people aren't talking about how great the game even is. They're talking about how big the character's breast is. It's like, really, that's where we're at in the game right now. And the fact that you got to pay another $70 for this game. So Square Enix is going to milk this game, this one game with 3 different games to make you pay like $200 for this one Final Fantasy VII game in its entirety. And I was like, I'll just wait for a sale at this point. So yeah, so hopefully with this new change, them going independent, they learn from the game industry right now. These AAA games are really not sustainable at this current moment. It's like no matter how many of these games sell, even on PlayStation, no matter how many of these consoles sell, they're still losing. So that doesn't make sense to me. They're outselling Microsoft 3-1, but they still gotta fire employees. Like really, EA gotta let go employees. They're no longer making licensed games anymore. So the AAA space is kind of dying. It's not looking at a good spot right now. The AAA gaming space. So maybe the future for a game is AA, a big focus on AA or lesser at that point, or indies, because those games are sustainable. Nintendo is the only one not letting go of people right now, which is crazy. But maybe that's the route to go. Maybe not focus on these big budgeted games and just make like a $40 games or AA games at this point, because people getting let go left and right is just crazy. That's just wildness. Yeah. And, I don't care about these old live service games, but the Twisted Metal one, I was kind of, and like I said, I was kind of interested in that one. So apparently we're not even getting that. That's one thing I kind of wanted from Sony, and apparently we're not getting that, so that just sucks. And you would think they would okay that one, because the TV show I heard was a hit, so apparently they're not going to do anything with it, just cancel it. Oh yeah, then we have the drama about Pentiment being double the frame rate on PlayStation. Like, anybody cares about this freaking game? Nobody cares. But yeah, that has been the news so far. And I was like, I've been so bored with these different topics. I might have to switch things up. I might have to talk about like movie news or just crazy news in general, because these gaming topics have been so dry to me. Like, I've been so interested in talking about these topics. Like, who cares? The industry is a big issue. Is a big issue with the industry right now. Only those people can fix. Only Microsoft, Sony, and these other big companies can fix it, because why they keep letting go of people left and right, it's just getting crazy. It's like a revolving door at this point of different employees and developers. But yeah, like, once again, I don't got too much to say about this. Hopefully it gets fixed. Yeah, I guess people are playing Final Fantasy right now. I'm gonna wait on that game. I'm not in a rush to play that game, especially like just realize you gotta pay like $200 for the entirety of Final Fantasy 7 from where they're going on right now. So I'm just not in a rush to even buy that game. So I don't know, but definitely see your thoughts down below about this. You think the industry is gonna be a big change in the industry going forward? Because once again, seeing a lot of people get let go. A lot of these big AAA games aren't even selling that great, to be honest. Like, you're seeing more sales from games like Power World and Helldivers 2, which is shaking up the industry right now. So hopefully there's a change in the industry, much needed change at this point. But I'm gonna conclude it right here. Definitely see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching, and peace.